Anita Williams Hogin graduated from Overton High School and Vanderbilt University and began her music career with the legendary Shelby Singleton in the early 70s. She later joined future Country Music Hall of Famer cowboy Jack Clement and his Merry Crew in 1972. It's the first time I've ever heard him referred to as a Merry Crew, but it's pretty fitting. There she met and worked with Alan Reynolds, Bob McDill, Waylon Holyfield, Dickie Lee, Chuck Neese, and dozens of other like-minded poets and pickers, ultimately overseeing as many as 50 employees at the Cowboys College of Music Knowledge. She was a key member of the team that launched the solo career of Hall of Famer Don Williams, then helped Alan Reynolds establish future Grammy winner Crystal Gayle's career. Anita was barely 30 when she co-founded Pick-a-Lick Music with hit songwriter-producer Roger Cook, Bobby Wood, and Ralph Murphy. Anita then joined Ted Hacker to found International Artist Management, known for launching the careers of Diamond Rio, Daryl Worley, and Mark Wills. In 2008, she established H3 Events with Hugh Hauser, where together they planned Governor Bill Haslam's 2 inaugural soirees in the prestigious Swan Ball. Connie Bradley and Troy Tomlinson also called on Anita to assist with the launch of the charitable event Rock the Cradle. As a graduate of leadership music, Anita also helped produce the Dale Franklin Award presentations. Through her marriage to the late award-winning songwriter Sam Hogin, she produced a daughter, Alicia, and a son, Andrew, and is now a triple grandmother. Today, Anita keeps her hand in the business with Roots Music Exporters and select high-profile charity events. There's a special group who wanted to send their congratulations to you, Anita. Let's hear from them now.
Hey, Anita! Congrats on the Source Hall of Fame. God bless you. You know we love you, and we're just so grateful that for all the things that you taught us, and we still run our career based on a lot of your wisdom and knowledge, and you've just been a great influence on Diamond Rio's life. We're so proud of you. Well deserved.
Amen.
Good on you, girl.
Please welcome to the stage 2018 Source Hall of Fame inductee, Anita Hogin.
I swear, y'all, this is big print, so don't get panicked over it. I want to thank the Source Committee and all the members for this award and for honoring so many ladies over the years. You've made us so happy. It was a special day when Kay Smith walked into the Source boardroom and said, "I have an idea." Thank you, Kay. Connie Bradley, John Lomax, you guys have been my supporters, my mentors, my friend, my confidants. I thank you for all those years of friendship. My Hogin and Grober families, I don't know what I would have done without you. We've seen a lot. I couldn't have made it if you hadn't been by my side. My longtime friends over there who've come to support me, I thank you. It was so sweet of you to take your time to do that. And Alicia and Andrew, my grown-up babies, none of this would have been worth it if I hadn't had you to come home to. Got to get that one out of the way. And sweet Martha Neal Martin, thank you for being there for my kids when I couldn't. You know, you never know where life's going to lead you. I graduated from college and I went to a female personnel agency, and they suggested I look at the music business. And I said, well, I don't like country music. And I think those people are wild and crazy. So off I went to the private sector, and a couple of years later, I kind of got disenchanted. So back to Polly Hughes, and she said, well, I've got this job in the music business, but I know you don't like country music, and I know you think they're wild and crazy. I said, you know what? I'm going to give it a try. And try I did. I went to work for Jack Clement, Cowboy Jack Clement. Hello, crazy. My office was upstairs. It was I was doing promotion for Don Williams. And all these melodies were floating up. And I went down to see what it was, and it was a writer's room. And I asked them, can I sit in and listen? And they said, well, sure. I fell in love with country music. I absolutely fell in love, and I knew I had found my place. Wasn't long after that Cowboy asked me to come in his office. That kind of scared me. And he said, I want to tell you something. And I said, okay. And he said, well, the bookkeeper has gone cuckoo, and I want you to be the next bookkeeper. And I said, I don't know anything about keeping books. He said, it don't matter. You do. Honest to God. He said, it don't matter. He said, you just go on down there to Kraft Brothers, and they'll teach you everything you need to know. And so I did. And for the next 5 or 6 years, I ran Jack's Publishing Companies. One day, this tall, good-looking guy comes in my office, and he's carrying a ukulele and a purse. And he tells me, I'm Roger Cook. I've come from across the pond. I want to record my record here. Nashville has the best songwriters, the best musicians, and the freshest sound I've ever heard, and I want to record it here. So you see, even in the 70s, people were understanding what we already knew. Now I've got cotton mouth. So, let's, sorry about that. We started Pickle Egg, and Roger came in one day and he said, I've got this guy, God bless you. I said, I've got this guy, Ralph Murphy. And he said, I think he'd be a real asset to this town, and I want to bring him in. And I said, oh, okay. Long, tall, good-looking guy carrying another purse. I don't know what it was about purses with these foreigners, but they all had them. Roger Cook and Ralph Murphy love songs, and they love songwriters. And they felt it was their duty, their opportunity, and their obligation to hear any songwriter that had a dream. So every single one of them came through the office, and it wasn't pretty sometimes. But they gave them the time and the energy to let them know that they were important. Thank you, Roger and Ralph, for a lesson not only in music, but a lesson in life. Give everybody a time that's got a dream. Thank you for that. We sold Pickle Egg, and I decided I needed to be a school teacher. I had little kids. I needed to go back to school. I needed to get my master's. I needed to teach, have their hours. Thank God to Ted Hacker, because he saved me from that. I was a terrible teacher, and I hated it. And he said, why don't you come be my partner, and let's open this management company. I've got this new little act that I think might do something. And we signed Diamond Rio. And for 17 years, we had a wonderful run with a lot of wonderful artists. Thank you, Ted Hacker, wherever you are. You know, guys, if it hadn't happened to you, it probably will. You kind of know when it's time to go. You feel like, oh, that was me. You feel like, who was waving at me? Sorry. You feel like that you're just not quite current and fresh, you know? And so I decided that I needed to go to the house, and the house I didn't know what I was going to do, but I figured I'd come back to music business. I'd reinvented myself before. I'd just do it again. And then calls Hugh Hauser. And Hugh says, I want to talk to you. He went to school. He's 30. He went to school with my kids. He said, I want to go in the event business, and I want you to go in that event business with me. I said, well, I don't know about that, Hugh. That's not really my background. I don't really think that'd work out. It's not a good fit, blah, 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 blah. He kept on. Finally, one day, he called me up and he said, I don't really care if you want to be my partner. I have booked our first event. And I said, okay. And what might that be? And he said, it is a lesbian commitment service. I started my next chapter. I thank y'all. Thank you for my water. Thank you for everything. I appreciate you.